That was quite the race. That was incredible. And we still have 3 more finals coming your way. Let's stay at the 400-meter mark with the men. And here is Michael Norman. Warm round of applause. He's the favorite in this one. And there's a lot riding on the line because he wants that seat to Tokyo on that plane because that's where his mum comes from. There's an extra special family element here. There's Nobu and Mike, his dad, but his mum grew up just 130 miles from Tokyo, where the games, of course, will be held. There's a family angle to this. Family has been the theme today, and it continues. Lane 6, Michael Cherry.
And he looked the best in the semis, having the season of his life. Has relay titles, but has never been to an Olympics and has an opportunity to not just make the team, but challenge for a medal in Tokyo. This is Randall Ross, who was trained by his dad, who was a bronze medalist in Seville at the World Championships, 110 meters. The only man to go under 44 seconds this year. He's the NCAA champ, but Lee, he only did that 9 days ago. Will that still be in his legs is the question.
Trevor Stewart will start on the inside. Vernon Norwood, Bryce Deadman, Will London on the far outside, and then Elijah Godwin, the 21-year-old who's been running well in this meet. There he is there. 2 years ago, he was impaled by a javelin, and his life was in the balance. And he said, I treasure life every day after that. And here he is here, vying for a spot in the Olympics in Tokyo.
And I know we had a very exciting women's final. I think this is going to be more of the same.
Gonna get called back. Starter doesn't like something.
You almost never see a false start in the 400.
Never see it because the first couple steps are not that crucial. You wait for the gun and you get out and you push hard. So we rarely see this, but gives us some more time to talk about Michael Norman, who, when I think about this position he's in, there's just so much pressure for so many reasons. One of the things that he's put on his Instagram page for 2 years now has been the word patience. And it will be so important for him to be patient in this final, to quiet the noise and focus on just his lane, because he is the best man in the field. Just will he show up today knowing that he can win this final and be heading to Tokyo?
Lee, Michael is the equal 4th fastest man ever at this distance, and yet through these rounds, I don't feel like he has looked comfortable yet. Cherry has looked a lot better. So he has to improve on the form that he has shown in these previous 2 rounds if he is going to win this Olympic trials final.
Yeah, the heat run had some question marks next to it. The semi-run was certainly more Michael Norman-esque. How will this final be?
The world leader is in this race, Randolph Ross. Michael Norman is 2nd fastest in the world. Michael Cherry is 4th. This is an event that the United States dominates.
And Norman is sandwiched in between those 2 runners. Cherry to his inside, Randolph Ross, the 20-year-old, to his outside, all in white. You see there in lane 8. Winner of the NCAA championships at 400. There's a ticket to Tokyo on the line. Will Michael Norman be on that plane?
He's off to a fantastic start, but where Michael Norman has struggled in these trials is the far turn. He's still pressing the backstretch. He'll need to pace himself a little bit and pick up speed again about 120 meters out.
This was the point of the race, Lee, that his coach was most concerned about in the first round. He said he was too casual on the far turn. He looks to have done a much better job. Michael Norman will come off the turn with the lead, but with Cherry close behind.
Cherry has taken the lead. Michael Cherry is shoulder to shoulder with Michael Norman. Norman is fighting back, though, determinedly. Michael Norman is not going to be denied. He's going to the Olympics. Michael Norman wins 44.08 over Michael Cherry. And look at the relief on his face. He goes to the nation where his mother was born. And will fly the family flag.
That's the Michael Norman we've been waiting 2 rounds to see. He showed up in the final.
I have chills watching that performance because it is not easy to stand on the starting line as the favorite all that he has been through to be able to go out here and run from the front, Otto. He ran from the front the entire time. And when Michael Cherry came up to challenge, he said, not today. I am the best in the field, and I'm going to remind everyone here, most importantly myself, of what I'm capable of, and 44.07 is a great run today for him.
So we're going to get a chance to break down this 400-meter run in halves. Look at how quickly Michael Norman got on his game, because that's the world leader to his outside, and Sonia, in about 10 steps, he'd already made up the stagger on him.
That's what he needs to do. He's one of the best 200-meter runners in this field. You have to use your speed to your advantage, and he did just that. We're going to pause it here so you can see and have a closer look at where these men line up. Michael Norman in great position, actually in the lead at this point, but Michael Cherry tracking him perfectly. What I also loved about this run, Otto, was that he didn't take his foot off the gas too much around the turn after giving so much on the backstretch. And when he comes here and he feels the challenge of one of the best American 400-meter runners right now, who has looked better than him throughout these trials, he was still able to find a gear and pull off and win the Olympic trials.
And the NCAA champion Randolph Ross came from out of nowhere and started catching people in the last 50, a la Allison Felix, and he puts himself on the team. That's a big accomplishment for that young man.
Here's Michael Norman with his mom. Fantastic. Nobu says that was awesome. And Dad Mike is there as well. Like we said, that's more than Michael Norman of old. And look, there's a youngster. He won the NCAA title last week. He's going to the Olympics this week. That's Randolph Ross, the 20-year-old. And great run, Michael Cherry as well.